Cable number 34, which was written by Jeff Loeb and released in 1996, witnessed an epic confrontation between Hulk on one side and Cable and Storm on the other, as part of the Onslaught saga. In book number 33, Cable fought the mutant known as Post, who was sent by Onslaught to stop him. Post tells Cable that this is all for the best, as the mutants do not have to suffer when there is someone who can change everything. The mutant pounds on Cable and beats him to within an inch of his life, remarking that Onslaught's agenda will be fulfilled, but Cable refuses to yield. Post tells Cable that he will die now, and that's when Onslaught telepathically communicates with the mutant and questions his loyalty. Post assures Onslaught that he remains his devout servant and that he stopped Cable as Onslaught ordered him to do, leaving Cable no further threat to anyone or anything. The story continued in Cable number 34, where Cable regained his consciousness after the beating he got, remarking that he barely survived his encounter with Post. However, he can't keep his telekinesis focused enough to stop the technovirus from spreading through his body. Suddenly, Hulk in his savage persona landed and interrupted Cable, yelling that the puny man with the puny gun can't stop him. Cable remarks that Onslaught sent Post after him, and it seems that he now controls the Hulk. Cable tries to reason with Hulk and tells him that he doesn't want to hurt him, when Savage Hulk suddenly turns into the Professor and tells Cable that he doesn't want to hurt him either, and that he was joking when he said Hulk smash, and tells Cable to put his gun down. Hulk repeats his request, but Cable tries to get into his mind, only to find that his mind is telepathically blocked for a bad reason. Hulk loses his temper and says that he came to help, but did not say who, then knocks Cable away, remarking that Onslaught sends his regards. Hulk lunges at Cable, who barely survived the attack, but still gathers what is left of his psionic energy to blast Hulk, freezing him midair. Cable knocks Hulk away, remarking that Banner is trapped inside the Hulk and that he and Banner both rely on their strength of will to maintain control, and now it is time to see whose will is stronger. Cable telepathically communicates with Banner to try to calm Hulk down and to let him see that he has been used, but he finds that Banner's mind is filled with tortured images and fears, so he urges him to fight back to free his mind and not to be a victim. Suddenly, Mr. Fix-It emerges instead of the Professor and tells Cable that he is not a victim and that he has a job to do and that it is not personal. Fix-It pounds on Cable and tells him that he is not afraid of his mental power. Fix-It says that he does not want to kill Cable, but he has to, because Onslaught wants him out of the picture. Cable tells Fix-It that he does not understand the extent of Onslaught's psionic power, and that he could end everything they know. Fix-It tells Cable to get out of his head, then picks up a diner and smash it on him, remarking that there is nothing personal. Suddenly, Fix-It feels cold and says that this is not natural when Storm arrives, and tells him that he is dealing with the one who can utilize the nature's power. Storm tells Hulk that although he might be the most powerful being in the world, he will break before nature's rage, then blows him away. Storm then rushes to help Cable, but she finds the technovirus spreading before her eyes, and that Cable's heart has stopped beating. She gives him CPR and uses her electricity to charge him, then jolts his heart back to life. Cable breathes again and says Alea, the name of his long-dead wife. Storm then tells Cable that Xavier is Onslaught himself. Cable says that he knows that, as nobody could deceive them all but the world's most powerful telepath. He respected what Xavier wanted to achieve, but wonders if there is anything left of his dream, and Storm says that he has to be stopped. Fix-It lunges at Cable and Storm, yelling that this will never happen and that they will never beat Onslaught. Cable then joins forces with Storm and tells her to open her mind and link with him. With Cable mentally guiding her power, Storm unleashes a bolt of lightning into the Hulk's head, allowing Cable to hit him with a single telepathic bullet and knocks him down. Cable tells Storm that Hulk's mind is shut down, and that's when Fix-It changes to Savage Hulk again. Banner completely loses control of the enraged Hulk, who knocks both Cable and Storm, yelling that he wants to kill them. The story continued in The Incredible Hulk number 444 by Peter David, which opens with Storm flying in pursuit of Hulk and Cable. Hulk leaps with Cable on his back, who says that he is helpless and barely conscious, and under the control of Hulk, who in his turn is completely under the control of Onslaught. Storm attacks Hulk with overwhelming wind, demanding to release Cable immediately. Hulk retaliates with a powerful thunderclap, but gets distracted enough for Cable to attack him from behind and knocks him off the building, but doesn't let go, so Hulk leaps again with Cable on his back, and they both smash into a magazine distribution company. Hulk pins Cable down and is about to deliver the final blow when he suddenly sees a pin-up on the wall that reminds him of Betty and distracts him enough for Cable to get into his mind to try to help him. Inside Hulk's mind, Cable finds himself climbing a massive staircase where he is confronted by Onslaught, who makes a mental boulder roll down the stairs to stop him. Cable manages to dodge the boulder and get to the top of the stairs. There he finds a massive door, but when he opens it, he finds nothing but a void on the other side. Onslaught then knocks Cable down into the pit below, knocking him out of the Hulk's mind, where he finds himself in confrontation with the rampaging Hulk. Storm interferes again and attacks Hulk with wind that sends him high into the air, but before he can be swept away, Hulk manages to knock Storm out of the building. Cable then struggles to get back on his feet and spots a gun shop. He gets a big gun and confronts Hulk, who lunges at him, and that's when Cable shoots Hulk with gas to suffocate him. Hulk leaps high to shake the gas, but he gets caught up by Storm's wind, which forces the gas to follow Hulk like a living thing, getting into his nose and mouth. Storm tells Hulk that she will not hold back anymore when Cable telepathically communicates with her and tells her that they should combine their forces and attack Hulk at the same time. Cable hits Hulk's mind with a telepathic jolt, while Storm hits his head with a lightning bolt at the same time, to try to shut down his brain for a second to help him break and loose from Onslaught's control. Storm cut loose and hit Hulk with everything she has, while Cable telepathically hit Hulk at the same time and knock him down. Cable thinks that Hulk is dead, but does not give up on him and gets into his mind again. Cable pounds on the boulder created by Onslaught in Hulk's mind and finally frees Banner, while Storm awakes Hulk with a bolt of lightning that brings him back to his senses. On their way back to New York, Hulk tells Cable that he wants a piece of Onslaught, who was screwing with his mind. It's worth mentioning that the heroes eventually fight Onslaught in an epic showdown, where Hulk asks Jean Grey to get into his mind and turn Banner off in order to unleash the bannerless Hulk, who engages Onslaught and physically overpowers him. Hulk delivered one powerful punch that sounded like a nuclear blast at ground zero and managed to crack Onslaught's armor and separated Hulk from Banner. Gambit said that maybe Hulk pounded reality itself with that punch, changing powers to Onslaught. Like all his other abilities, Hulk's resistance to mind control increases with his anger, which enabled him, for example, to resist the telepathic powers of Charles Xavier, whom Cable described as the mightiest telepath. However, Onslaught managed to control Hulk in this book to force him to do his bidding, and led him to fight both Cable and Storm. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.